Hey everybody, it's Ty here. You could probably tell, can't really look past this hair or this scrawny stature of mine, and yes, I'm shirtless. It is freaking hot, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm making this video because it was 1 year ago that I became a Christian, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I became a Christian. It all started when my girlfriend broke up with me, my ex-girlfriend I should say. I have a beautiful girlfriend now, Kelly. Hello, I love you. And at that point in time, she was my everything. She was my god, you could say. And yeah, she kind of just broke up with me for no real reason. To this day, I don't know why she broke up with me, but you know, I believe it was for the greater good, because I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for that. Going back a little bit, when she broke up with me, I did not know what to do. I was absolute wreck. So I ran to the beach, as any normal person would do. It was about 10 o'clock at night when this happened. I screamed at God for an hour. So I did believe in God, I just didn't, commit to it. I just screamed at him for a good hour straight. I swore my head off, asking for answers, and I told him to show me his glory. I told him to show me that he was real. Before all this, there was 5 different missionaries that come up to me, not all at once, but 5 different people would come up to me talking to me about God and Jesus, and I was just like, I knew God wanted me to do something with it, but it just scared me. That was the real reason I didn't react in it, because I was just scared. It wasn't because I didn't believe in God or whatever. I was just scared, like, to find out that there was a greater being than humans, and to know that we'd been put on this earth by a creator, somebody who loves us. It just scared me, and so I rejected the offer, by all of them. There was one particular lady that just kept, not nagging me, but at that point in time I thought it was nagging. Now I realize I kind of do the same thing, but it really isn't nagging. Like, she just wanted me to experience the love of God, which is huge. Like, I can't express how big the love of God is. No one can. It's just huge, like. And she wasn't being nagging or anything. She was being quite encouraging. It's just the issue was touchy, because I just didn't understand it. I was just scared, and I think that's the problem with a lot of non-believers, is that the issue is touchy for whatever reason it is. We'll actually know the reason, but I won't get into that. And yeah, so anyway, I went to the beach, swore at God for hours. It was about an hour or so. I was wrecked for 2 days straight. It felt like a week, 2 weeks it felt like. And it had only been 2 days, I hadn't been sleeping. I was just like, no, screw this, there has to be more than just, this can't be happening. Like, my world has just crumbled before me without any reason. There has to be more to it. It happened to be a Sunday, so I asked Dane if he was going to church. Dane's my good friend, I love him to death, and I asked him if he was going to church, and I never seen anyone more determined to get someone somewhere. This guy is just the craziest dude ever. I love him so much, and if it weren't for him putting in that conscious effort to show me God's love, there is no way I'd be on this planet today. Like, God just fully put a huge blessing, his huge heart on that kid. He's got a huge heart, and I'm so proud of him. I love him to death. And he got me. He had work. He had he had to organise a lift and all this kind of stuff. We took a train down to Brisbane, which is where we had to go. We took a train down to Caboolture, and then we got a lift from somebody, James Menor, awesome guy as well. Love that kid. James Menor, to go to Brisbane. Yeah, Brisbane Downs is the church. And that night I was saved. Now the thing is, I did not want to be saved. I didn't want to seek God. I just went there because I needed, in all honesty, I needed to take my mind off things. I just felt compelled to go there. I definitely did not go there with my own mind. I was fully led by God. I can just feel, I knew it. I mean, who on earth in their right mind, someone who doesn't even want to go to church, travels all the way to Brisbane just to be there? I did not want to be there that night, but I just knew I had to go. I didn't know what it was. Anyway, I didn't want to be saved. You know, the difference between religion and Christianity is that in religion, man seeks God, and in Christianity, God seeks man. And God definitely sought me out that night. Like, he's been seeking me for a while with all those missionaries and stuff. And he just showed me his love in such a radical way. I cannot ever describe how perfect his love was. When I was saved, I literally felt like heaven was falling upon me. It was later on that I discovered that it actually says in the Bible, when Jesus was baptized, that heaven fell upon him and all that kind of stuff. So this was all before I became a Christian. This is stuff I described to people without even having to touch a Bible in my life. So I know God's real because I've experienced it myself firsthand without knowing anything about it, and that's just so much evidence to me. And even when that happened, I didn't know what happened. That's why it was so real. I didn't say, oh yeah, I got saved, hallelujah. It took me a while to realize that I got saved, probably a month, maybe even 2. And even then I wasn't the best Christian. I still swore and stuff. I even made a Christmas video last year about love, hope and forgiveness, and I even swore in that. I'd been a Christian for nearly a month by that stage. And yeah, it took me a long time to grasp the fact that I had become a Christian. I had been saved and stuff by Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing with my iPod and my phone because I'm awkward at looking in the camera. But yeah, and that's how I know it's real. It's not by a miracle that I saw in the street. It's from my own personal experience of God giving me a sense of pure love, pure peace when my world was crumbling before me. I've never felt so much love in my life when I was completely hidden in the dark. That's the only way I can describe it. And yeah, I also got baptized a few months later, and I felt like so energized that day, so like incredible. Like I felt like a similar feeling of the heaven coming down on me again. I couldn't feel the insides of my arms. I felt like really tingly, and that doesn't happen. That's not normal, like, you know. And later on that night, I didn't know what to do. Like, I felt happy and stuff, but I felt bored. I tried, you know, going on Facebook, that was boring. Tried playing Xbox, boring. Tried, I don't even know, I tried everything, it was just boring. Felt like I was living in prison, but like I was also insanely happy, so that was weird. So I just felt compelled to go for a walk. So I went for a walk, and about halfway down to the beach is where I was going. I realized where I was going, and I realized why. It was because I was going back to the beach to apologize to God, and just show him how much I care. And at that point I realized that God had a purpose for me. He showed me his glory. When I went to the beach that first night, and I was swearing at him, and I asked him to show me his glory, he showed me his glory in a way that 2 days later he showed me his glory in a way that I never thought possible. And then a few months later he showed me that he showed me his glory. He made me realize that he showed me his glory. And it was just the biggest wake-up call. Like, I felt like I just smacked myself in the head. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I love you. And yeah, it was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. And I love being a Christian. I've been a Christian for 1 year today. It's even marked on my calendar. I won't show you, but it's marked on my calendar as my first birthday because I really believe that I was a new creation when I was saved, and I definitely don't regret it. I love being a Christian. Sometimes it can be hard, but overall it's the most fulfilling, satisfying thing I've ever done. I forgive Bree. It's a lot easier to forgive people. It's still hard, but you know, all I want to do is show people love. That's all I want to do. As being a Christian, that's all I want to do. And it's just with no agenda. It's the craziest thing. I can't describe it. I just want to love people. I just want to show people love. The only problem is they feel weirded out by it. But like, when you're a Christian, you just want to love people, eh? Sometimes it's hard because people don't believe you. People, like, I'm not going to name any names, but you know who you are. They don't believe what you believe in. But like, why would I lie? What reason do I have to lie? What reason do I have to love you and show you that it's not me, it's God? Like, I'm not getting any money off you. I'm not getting some kind of praise. I'm trying to put the praise on God, not me. I don't understand why you think I'm lying when I say I've seen miracles, because I don't have any reason to lie about that, other than the only agenda I have is to show you love. Like, if I say, oh, I saw a miracle, you should totally come to church and witness a miracle with me, it's not because I want you in my to become a Christian. It's because I want you to see the love of God. I want you to be touched how I was touched. Because the first night I saw a healing, I burst into tears. That's all I want. I just want to show you God's love. And I know God can do that if you just give him a chance. And you know, I gave him a chance that one night. I drove all the way to Brisbane. Not drove, it was even worse than that. Trained all the way to Brisbane. So much messing around involved, but I wouldn't regret it for the world. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's the most incredible experience of my life, and there's no way I would ever turn back. This isn't me trying to change you into a Christian. I really just would love for you to see God's love the way I've seen it, because, you know, it's been the best experience of my life. That just about wraps it up, guys. I don't really know how to end it. It's already 13.5 minutes long. Sweet. Solid effort, Ty. I can talk to myself for 13 minutes. You guys must be bored out of your brain. Alright. I really hope you get something out of this video, guys. Check out my other video too, my Christmas video that I did last year. I just really want to encourage you. I hope this means something to you guys. And yeah, that's the reason I'm a Christian. And thank you, Daddy. I love you so much, God. You're the most important thing in my life. God bless, guys. You're awesome.